Wow! It's the Optibotimus! Hey guys, thanks for tuning in. This is Optibotimus, Paul, as most of you know me. And I'm doing one of these little getting to know a Transformer fan videos because I don't believe I did one a year ago. And Kello Prime Dave, who I consider a good friend of mine, posted this, and I wasn't sure if anybody would want to actually see me do it. So I went ahead and put a little video up yesterday for this guy who is still really cool. JT, you're gonna love this thing, I'm telling you. But I asked if people wanted to actually see me do it, so I went ahead and did it today. Doing it now. So the first question is, how long have I been a Transformer fan? And I'm going to be 31 in November, so Transformers came out in my lifetime. So that being said, I've kind of been a Transformer fan my entire life. I've never really not liked Transformers, but I kind of got uninterested in them as I got older. I never really got into any of the Unicron trilogy stuff. Beast Wars, I wasn't... I remember playing a Beast Wars video game when it first came out. I can't remember what it was. Maybe it was like Nintendo or Genesis or something like that. But you would transform into a robot and you would start losing energy or life or something like that because you can't be in robot mode too long. It was kind of fun. But I didn't really get into it all that much then. And it wasn't until the movie came back out again in 2007 that I got really back into it. Got really interested. And it's really been from there that most of the interest has been resparked, I suppose. So I guess you can pretty much say that I've been a Transformer fan forever. What is your earliest memory of Transformers? Again, I'm so old, I don't remember. I remember some of my early memories. I remember playing in my backyard with my best friend Tom. We would play Transformers, and he had some Transformers and I had some, and we would always battle each other, and I always had to beat him. I always had to come up with some kind of weird thing, like I had a force field, you couldn't shoot a laser beam at me, or something completely retarded. I don't know, but it was fun, and I remember those days with him, and those were really fun days. Like I said, I was probably like 10. Well, in 1985, I was 7 years old, so I was right in the, I'm playing with toys age when Transformers came out, so that was real fun. Next question: who is your favorite Transformer of all time? Well, that's fairly simple. It's Wheeljack. I don't know why I've always liked him. When I was young, and even to this day, I was always interested in science and things like that, and he was the sciencey type of guy on Transformers. And I mean, I know people say, like, what about Perceptor? Well, Perceptor came later, so I didn't really bother with him too much. But Wheeljack was always, that kind of weird scientist type of guy that I thought was kind of cool, so I really enjoyed him. I was really kind of bummed out when they killed him off. And now you gotta remember, when the movie came out, I was again a young kid, so I saw all this, and I remember at the time my mom worked at a video store. My grandparents used to own a video store, and she was the manager of it. And she brought it home. She's like, I got a surprise for you guys. So she's like, here, I'm going to put it in. And she put it in. I'm watching it, and I honestly don't remember actually seeing any previews or anything for the movie. I don't remember it coming out or anything. I would watch Transformers on TV, and it would not really be sequential. When they would put it on TV, it would be out of order all the time. So I didn't know that they made a movie out of it. So, and I was too young. I was too young to care. I didn't pay any attention to that kind of stuff. But when she brought it home, I'm like, oh my god, it's a Transformers movie! And I watched it, and I just remember seeing a whole bunch of people die. And it wasn't until later that I'm like, oh, where's Wheeljack? And kind of sucked. So I was pretty disappointed. What is your most prized Transformer possession? as I look around at my Transformers. I don't really have one yet. Theoretically, Monday I should be getting my prized possession, which is a G1 Fort Max. I threw down the money and finally found a pretty decent priced one. Picked them up, and UPS was having some kind of problems, so I'm a little nervous about it. But they said that there was an occurrence or something. Oh, I forgot what word they use. But basically mean that they screwed up somewhere in the shipping and it's delayed. So it was rescheduled to be delivered on Monday. So hopefully tomorrow. We'll see. But that's probably my most prized one, just because of the sheer expense of him. He's more expensive than any of these guys that I've ever gotten. So other than that, that's probably it. I think he's pretty cool. He's going to be massive, and I'm looking forward to that. Who doesn't like a massive ass Transformer? Where in the world do you come from / live? Well, I come from Michigan. I was born and raised in Michigan and loved it. Never had any problems. I never really went anywhere else. It wasn't until about 5 years ago. 5 years ago, I started a job where I traveled the country pretty much. I've been to probably 40 different states. So I've been all over the place, and I've got to see a lot of cool things. And when I finally made it out to California for my job, I fell in love with it. It's a beautiful country. I mean, not country. I mean, this is out my window, so it's pretty dirty. I live in a cul-de-sac. But, ooh, Optimus Prime. So, I live in a pretty nice area, and I love California. So California is definitely the coolest place, one of the coolest places that I've ever lived. And I really need to shave. And I grow hair in a weird fashion. I just grow it under here, and I get a little bit up here, and nothing there. I don't get anything down here. My girlfriend likes it. I don't know why. She's weird like that. And no, John, I'm not going to tell her hi for you, freak. But so I live in California now, and I'm not going to tell you exactly where. Well, most people know I live in Orange County in California, and I live probably about maybe 5, if you walk, 5 minutes from a beach, just back there. There's my work desk and all that stuff. What is beeping? Oh, this says I have only a few minutes left, 5 minutes left in my video. Ooh, better hurry. So that's where I live. I grew up in Michigan, live in California. Outside of Transformers, what do you do with your life? Well, work. And that's about it for most people. Most people know what I do. That's about it. I'm old, so there's not much else that you can really do. I play hockey. Lots of hockey. Love hockey. I'm a goaltender for the National Hockey League. No, just kidding. But that's about it. That's all I really do. Hockey is my love and passion outside of Transformers. Question 7. What is the origin of your YouTube screen name? Optibotimus. Well, I literally took Optimus, and just put bot in the middle. And that's where I got Optibotimus. It's pretty simple. Whose videos do you enjoy watching is number 8. And 4 minutes left in my video. Oh, I gotta hurry. I really enjoy watching JT Mitchell. Tyler's a good friend of mine. There's very few people I consider friends. He's somebody I would consider a friend. So, I enjoy Biker Trash. Josh is another good friend of mine. David, Kel Prime, I watch regularly. These are the people that I watch regularly. Actually, you can just look at my YouTube, which I'm pulling up right now. Yay! I got Arno. Belphegor is a very good friend of mine. Very good friend of mine. Sportimus. I enjoy watching his stuff. The people I subscribe to. RoboFeeny, obviously. Astrotain52 does a fantastic job. Simon, Dionysus, whatever the fuck your name is. You picked a weird name. Son of a bitch. So that's pretty much it. That's pretty much who I watch on a regular basis. King Lafo is a very good friend of mine. I enjoy watching him. And of course, Charles. Charles, I watch your stuff. I really do. It's quite enjoyable. Firestreak, Rodimus, PR. I'll put links to everybody's stuff that I watch. So that's who I watch. I enjoy their junk. Which Transformer is your holy grail? I don't really have a holy grail. I don't really seek. If I want something, I'm just going to buy it. It's not something that's elusive to me. Like a week ago, I just decided. I went to go find Predaking, and I ended up buying Fort Max. Big whoopie doo. And the last question: if you could transform into anything, what would it be? Probably this. I use this damn thing so much. Oh, that's actually me playing hockey. This is what I probably would transform into, because I use this. I'm in love with this thing. I take it everywhere with me. I go everywhere with it. It's attached to my hip. That's my girlfriend. She'd tell you. She would. Oh, I got plenty of time. Other than that, I can't really think of anything that I would. Definitely would probably transform into this little gizmo. So that's it, guys. There's your 10 questions. I don't have to send this off to anybody else. That we're just doing this as like a reply thing. So can't think of anything really else that I want to say. So thanks for tuning in. If you guys actually sat and watched this entire thing, I don't even know how long it's going to be, because I don't know. So until next time, guys, thanks for tuning in. This is Optibotimus. Catch you on the flip side. Ooh. Okay, so after recording my 10 things, I then uploaded it and realized that I forgot to do the new 5 that the whole purpose of this thing was for. So to finish up, the extra question is, what was your holy grail from last year, and how close did you come to accomplishing your goal? Again, I don't really do the whole holy grail thing too much, because if I want it, I'll usually get it. So nothing is really substantial enough for me. I don't really care about the whole holy grail thing. In the last 12 months, which one figure has rocked your proverbial socks off? I'm really, really kind of impressed with a couple figures. Some of these new Revenge of the Fallen figures are really kind of neat and really kind of intricate, and I really like that. I think they're doing a fantastic job with those. So I would probably have to say some of those. The Starscream is, I think, pretty good. You have, the other ones I have, like Starscream, Sideswipe, Sideways, Skids. These are all really terrific figures, and I'm actually really kind of impressed, because they're blowing my socks off compared to the previous movie line. So I'm going to have to say those. It's kind of cheap, but what's changed in the last year? Not really much has changed. Health-wise, I'm doing a little bit better. I'm doing better. I am trying to slim down. I don't know if you can tell. I probably can't. Probably say, you're still a fat bastard. But I am actually trying to lose more weight, get healthier, I guess you could say. So that's really the only real change in the past year. Who in the last year has been the most instrumental in causing you entertainment? I'm gonna have to say the opposite of what Tyler said. I'm gonna say Tyler, JT Mitchell. He and I talk quite often, and he's gonna make fun of me for wearing this. First of all. He and I talk quite often, and it's entertaining. We always have fun joking around. Other than that, in a roundabout sort of way, I'm going to have to say also Sean Long, because of all the drama that's involving that character. it's caused a lot of entertainment for me and a lot of other people, and it's kind of funny to sit there and really kind of look at that entire situation and realize that it is kind of funny, and people take things too seriously sometimes. And yeah, he's made. So I'm actually gonna have to say Sean is number one, followed by Tyler number two, because Sean will do something completely stupid, and me and Tyler will sit there and laugh about it. So it's kind of that. Who's your least favorite Transformer? I don't know if this means character or toy. So I'm gonna answer both. My least favorite toy, and we kind of said this, I really dislike this guy. I actually took the batteries out of him, and his arms. I mean, that just looks stupid. So he's probably my least favorite toy. Least favorite character. In Transformers, I'm not a big fan of Rat Trap. Really, I mean, he kind of annoyed me a lot in. Oh, my head's crooked. He kind of annoyed me a lot in a lot of Beast Wars stuff. Yeah, I'm gonna say Rat Trap. I didn't like him too much. I mean, he's just nobody really special to me. And I know people are gonna say Wheelie and all this stuff. You know, Wheelie was. He had annoying quirks, but no big deal. But Rat Trap just kind of annoyed me. I don't know why. Well, so now this video is officially gonna end. So thanks for tuning in, guys, and finally, I'm done. This little guy, just because, and then rotate this around. Doesn't really matter which way you put those. You can do whatever you want. Inside here in the hands, flip that a little bit forward, fold out the hand, there you go, flip that out, fold it out, there you go, replace that, just like so. Now this little piece back here, you want to split this down the middle, that'll bring it around, rotate it down, take this little bit here, fold this, extend this little whole thing up, accordion this down, and that will clip into place. And guys, there you have Transformers Universe 2.0, whatever you want to call him, Springer. Bigger figure, he's a Voyager size figure, so he's a little bit bigger of a guy.